from Somerville High School, where today your Lady Highlanders play hosts to Lynn English High School. First for the starting lineups, first for visiting Lynn English. The junior wearing number 10, J.E. Perry. And the freshman wearing number 0, J.E. Novus Rivera. And the senior wearing number 5, Maddie Marino. And the junior wearing number 11, Alicia G. And the senior wearing number 14, Rosette Sun. Head coach for Lynn English, Siobhan Barry Rogers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your Somerville Highlanders. The senior wearing number 3, Emma Benevento. And the sophomore wearing number 32, Deanna Grant Johnson. And the sophomore wearing number 50, Lionel Matt Coleman. And the sophomore wearing number 13, Fatima Ramos Aguilar. And the junior wearing number 4, Mia Pacheco. Head coach for Somerville High School, Ricardo Bono. Ladies and gentlemen, will you all please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Before the start of tonight's basketball game, we are going to honor Marie Carbone. Marie was a member of the Somerville community. She was born on January 16, 1967. She grew up in Somerville and graduated from Somerville High School in 1985. Marie was also a proud member of the ice hockey cheerleading squad while she attended Somerville High School. Marie had a very warm personality and was loved by all. A big part of Marie's life revolved around her family, her community, and athletics. Marie is survived by her husband Matthew and her 2 sons Justin and Alex. Please join me in bowing our heads for a moment of silence tonight to honor Marie Carbone, who is and will always be a part of our Highlander family. Thank you.
Here we go, Stan.
Opening moment of silence there for Marie Carbone, who we lost recently, member of the Somerville Highlander family. We are here at Broome Fieldhouse as the Bulldogs of Lynn English. A great challenge for the Highlanders because this Highlander team's not going to go to the playoffs this year, but they're young, they're improving, and here's a barometer to see how they do because this is a team that beat them 65-26 just earlier this month here on the last day of January. Here we are, and on January 5th they beat them by that spread. So we'll see where the Highlanders are now, Jack.
And let's see, Todd, let's see how well they handled the press. That was the big issue last time. Not being able to handle the press well. Turnover. Let's see how they've adjusted for that tonight.
Absolutely. The turnovers as well as fouls on the defensive end. We'll see how they've cleaned up those issues they had earlier in the season and see if we have any of improvement. As a shot put up immediately by number 5, Loreno. That is no good, but the Bulldogs get the rebound. So they have it out on the perimeter, back out to Loreno, over to the left wing where Perry has it. Perry with the stutter step. as she was defended well by Mia Pacheco there. Starting Highlanders out on the floor, Emma Benevento, Mia Pacheco, Fatima Aguilar, Diana Grant Johnson, DJ as we know her, and Lila Mack Coleman. And you see a turnover right there, Jack, to start things off.
And again, against the press.
And the three-pointer is good from the corner. And that gets Lynn English onto the board, leading 3-0 as Alicia Jean hit that one, and then another steal. And Alicia Jean driving in, hits it from the outside and from the inside. Highlanders trail by 5 right off the bat. Another steal there for Lynn English as Novas Rivera came away with it. Foul's going to be called against the Highlanders. Foul goes against Aguilar. That's her first. Team's first as well. Mention the defensive side of things, Jack, for the Highlanders. They struggled earlier in the year playing defense without committing fouls. Lynn English with 65 points, the second highest point total of any team against the Highlanders this season. And they're starting it off with a 7-0 run right here as Ricardo Bonham takes a timeout for the Highlanders.
And you can see why, because that was an inbounds pass that was not well defended. Lynn English simply took a bounce pass, turned, and laid it up off the backboard. There was no protection, there was no hand up, there was nobody between she and the basket. Easy basket, and with the press that's already gone on already with 3 turnovers right now, the Highlanders are digging themselves a hole. It's going to be tough to climb out of if it continues like this.
Lynn English, a very difficult team. They are ranked number 51 in Division I, but with that 9-3 record in the GBL, 10-4 overall, they're definitely going to be in the playoffs. This is a team that averages just under 60 points a game. They average allowing just 35 points a game. So a very, very difficult team. They did get swept this year by Lynn Classical, but Lynn Classical, they're the GBL champions. They're undefeated right now, and they've got enough space between themselves and Lynn English that they are going to be the champions of the GBL this year. So we will see now as this timeout is ending. Highlanders trailing 7-0, have yet to get it past the half-court line. As Aguilar gets it to Pacheco. Pacheco gets it to Benevento. Quick passing here as Coleman goes back to Pacheco, and they get it across midcourt. 7-0 is the Lynn English lead. There's Pacheco on the left wing, fires it into Coleman. Matt Coleman goes up, no good. Defended tightly there by Jaylee Perry.
Good luck there, Todd, but just couldn't finish.
It's a good pass to get it to Matt Coleman on the interior. A blocking foul is going to be called against the Highlanders, as that will be the second team foul against the Highlanders and the second personal against Aguilar. One of the better ball handlers is Fatima Aguilar, so tough to see her getting those fouls right off the bat. Three-pointer put in by Novas Rivera from the right wing. Errant pass out of bounds, looking for Benevento. So the Lynn English lead is 10-0. 6:26 remaining in the first quarter. Just a quick burst here by the Bulldogs. Shot put up, no good that time by Sun. Rebound pulled down, and Pacheco has it. Defended tightly by Novas Rivera. Going to be a little too tightly.
And Pacheco was in a good position to rebound, took it up the floor, and made a nice penetration with little defensive pressure at that point.
Novas Rivera's first, team's first for Lynn English. So get it to Pacheco in the corner. She drives against Sun, kicks it over to Benevento. In the near corner, Emma will take that shot, and she puts it in. The toe was on the line, but the Highlanders are on the board with 2. And the Highlanders setting up their pressure here after the made basket. And a foul is going to be the call, as Maddie Lorino was knifing through that pressure of the Highlanders. That one's going to go against Aguilar as well. That is Fatima's third personal foul, team's third as well, as DJ comes away with the steal down low, and she was fouled. That foul will go against Perry. That's her first. Second team foul against Lynn English. Lynn English, a very short bench, only 9 players here tonight. So foul trouble could be very dangerous for them, but Jaylene Novas Rivera just steals that ball and puts it right up for 2. Highlanders struggling with those turnovers, trailing by 10. So get it across to Anais Lopez. Anais over to Johnson. DJ's shot is no good, but Anais comes away with the rebound to Benevento. Her shot is up, and that one's good for Emma, as she has the Highlander 5 points with a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. Novus Rivera gets it forward to Sun. Her shot is up. It's no good, too strong. Anais Lopez comes away with it and gets knocked away on that pass, but Benevento in the right place. Highlanders have to watch their passing and those high passes, trying to get it out of their half-court situation as Pacheco gets the screen, gives it over to Anais. And Lopez just couldn't control it with that baseline drive.
And she might have had a nice little stop and shoot opportunity, but the ball got away from her and out of bounds.
Anais in this game early because Fatima Aguilar 3 fouls right off the bat. So one of the better ball handlers for the Highlanders in foul trouble early. 12-5 is the Lynn English lead as Flores, she's into the game now. She kicks that one off. Shot is up. It's no good. Jean fouls her own shot, puts it up and in. Pacheco pressured there, gets it up to Lopez, who gets it up to Coleman. Coleman gets it up to Diana Johnson. DJ's shot is up, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Perry as she got a piece of that shot. Runner put up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jean. She puts it back up and good. Alicia Jean, very powerful in the low block. 16-5, the Bulldog lead. Benevento picks up her dribble, tried to pass that one up, got knocked away by Loreno, but out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs.
A little better action going against the press now. The Highlanders are at least looking up the floor, Todd, and trying to find the open person. When 2 people are on the ball, somebody's open. A bounce pass normally will get that ball there without any defensive pressure.
Just under 4 minutes remaining in the quarter. As Pacheco gets the high screen. Over to Lopez. Lopez's foot was on the line, though. That was a hard pass from Pacheco, and the handle, she had to get her foot out and stepped on the line. So another turnover for the Highlanders. They'll set their pressure. Inbounds comes in to Flores. She gets it forward to Novas Rivera. Novas Rivera from 3. She's hit from there already. That one's a little short. I think Benevento may have gotten a hand in the face there as Lopez's pass, looking for Benevento, a little high, a little long, and out of bounds.
Todd, what happens a lot of times when a team gets behind like this, they get a little more aggressive and they want to hurry up a little more instead of trying to slow down and do what they know how to do. They want to try and play a quick catch-up. Not working well for the Highlanders right now.
Novas Rivera's bounce pass looking to enter into the paint, knocked away, but they're able to get it back. Flores, her runner, and she is called for the offensive foul. Good job there by Lila Mack Coleman as she kept her position.
Great defensive position there. She moved in, hand straight up, took the charge. Highlander basketball.
First foul on Flores, 3rd team foul on the Bulldogs. 3:15 remaining in the first quarter. Pacheco gets it, and she will bring it all the way up. Try to pass it forward, out of bounds, tipped by Novas Rivera.
Highlanders doing a little better job on the press now. Lisa's getting over midcourt fairly comfortably, and they're looking for the open person.
Lopez with it, finding Johnson with the skip pass down to the baseline. Her shot is up, no good. Benevento gets the tip out from Coleman. She's defended very closely by Flores. And a timeout is going to be called by the Highlanders before any turnover could happen in that situation. Benevento pinned down in that corner by Flores. Good aggressive defense we're seeing from the Bulldogs today.
And the Bulldogs are doing a great job forcing everything into the corner because that sideline adds almost like another defender, Todd. When you get trapped down there and you pick up your dribble, you're in a dead spot, and it's very difficult, especially if you're right-handed, to turn around, try and find somebody, especially if your back is to the basket. Very difficult. A lot of teams will put double and sometimes triple team to force the individual to either pick up the dribble and try and get rid of it, or in this case, Coach Ricardo had to call a timeout, so he didn't lose the possession. She was close to the 5-second count. For those viewing at home, If you're holding the ball for 5 seconds, you lose it. You've got to do something with it. Pick up the dribble, you get 5 seconds, and that's it.
We are almost done with this timeout. When we come back, Highlanders will be trailing by 11, 16-5. However, once again, a little slow start here for the Highlanders as their first 4 possessions. They weren't able to get past the midcourt line. The Lynn English full court pressure really, they struggled with that initially. They're really doing a good job now towards the end of the first quarter of straightening that out and being more aggressive. Another slow start. They had a slow start against Chelsea as well. Last week here at Broome Fieldhouse, they went down 7-0 to Chelsea, a game that they ended up coming back and winning easily against Chelsea. After that 7-0 run by Chelsea, Highlanders went on a 10-0 run themselves to take the lead in that game, and they went on to win that one of their 2 victories against Chelsea this season. Of course, you can see that on Somerville Ed TV's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're looking to get up to 1,500. We're getting there. We're almost there. Keep on mashing those buttons. Pacheco has it over to Lopez on the left wing. Anaes puts up the 3. No good. Rebound saved from going out by Lorino. They get it all the way down. Shot is up and good. Jaylee Perry down in the low block.
But DJ did a terrific job on that, Todd. She was with the player all the way down the floor, had the hand up, forced the shot, was in good defensive position. Unfortunately, there was some contact there, but she played it as well as she could have. Nice shot by the Bulldogs.
That's going to be Johnson's first foul, 4th team foul on the Highlanders. And Perry's free throw is good. Now Pacheco. And the reach-in is going to be called. That's going to go against Lorino, as she picks up her first 4th team foul against the Bulldogs. 2:37 remaining in the first quarter. Pacheco trying to get it in. Anaes Lopez passed it back to Pacheco, but very softly. Lorino able to get a hand in there, and it was last touched by the Highlanders.
When you're stuck on the end like that, Todd, it's very difficult to try and concentrate on grabbing the ball. You're looking at the line, you're trying to see the ball. All of a sudden, the ball's gone. Bulldog basketball. One
note that I could make in terms of an inbounds after a made basket, it wouldn't have applied in that situation, but because it was after a stoppage, but after a made basket, you can run the baseline. And that's something that the Highlanders don't seem to be doing at this point.
And you have 5 seconds, you can run the baseline from end to end if need be.
Lopez puts up the baseline jumper from the corner, no good. Johnson comes away with a rebound. DJ gives it out to Benevento. They work it around the perimeter. Pacheco looks to drive. She'll step back. Her shot is up, partially blocked, no good. Lorino got a hand on that one. And now Lorino has it. 19-5, the Lynn English lead. Ball kicked to the corner to Novas Rivera. Kicks it back out to Lorino, top of the key. Perry takes a shot from the foul line, no good. Following up her own shot, and that's going to go out of bounds off of the Bulldogs, as Johnson established a defensive position really quickly there.
I'm really impressed with the way DJ is coming along this season so far, Todd. Each game she seems to be doing something a little bit more comfortable, and I think she's easing into a rapid progression and should be a very good player over the next couple of years.
Pass from Pacheco got through Benevento's hands, stolen away. Lorino able to keep it, so get it out to Flores. Flores kicks it back to Lorino. Lorino will drive from the top of the key. Her runner is up too strong. Rebound fought for, jump ball situation. Alternating possession will go to the Highlanders. Good tough rebounding there by Danya Ramadan down in the low block.
She did a nice job of positioning, held on, picked up the held ball. Here we go.
And Benevento trying to get that one to Lopez. Stolen away. Novas Rivera just too long, but there's Lopez tapping it to Pacheco to steal it away. Lopez almost took an extra step there, but didn't. Benevento sets up from the right wing. Her three-pointer is up, and it hits nothing but the bottom of the net.
And just like you said earlier, Todd, the Highlanders are making a nice little comeback after that first little 2-minute problem. Now they're doing a lot better, defending well, rebounding a little better, and taking shots.
Marino's shot. Pacheco had the hand in the face. Nice closeout there, and Johnson comes away with the rebound. And Lorino gets the foul as she reaches in on DJ. And that's going to be Lorino's second, the 5th team foul going against the Bulldogs. And a technical is going to be the call as well, it looks like.
The official did not like the comment that one of the Bulldogs made after the foul call. I could see that he was very taken aback by whatever was said. And no matter what it is, a player should just turn around and go up the floor.
So Pacheco will be at the line shooting 2, then the Highlanders will have possession. This also is a 6th team foul against the Bulldogs, as Pacheco misses the first. And a 3rd personal foul against Manny Lorino, who is the best ball handler for, or the point guard I should say, possibly the best ball handler for the Bulldogs, as Pacheco misses both. Highlanders will be shooting the rest of the way in this first half as well, as the next foul will put them into the bonus.
And they're just two fouls away from the double bonus, so it could be an interesting second period.
As that pass is tipped by Flores, Highlanders come away with it as Lopez gets it. Aguilar has 3 fouls herself, gives it down to Johnson. DJ kicks it back out to Fatima. Fatima in the corner trying to find a way out, gets it to Johnson. I don't know how she found her in that situation. And the weak side rebound, there's Ramadan to put it in.
Nice comeback, Todd. The Highlanders are trying to play it one possession at a time.
Highlanders trailing by 9, 19-10. As Flores goes in, her runner is no good. She gets her own rebound. Good defense there by Johnson, as she was right there, had position, and forced the bad shot. 3 seconds remaining here in the quarter, and that will do it. As the Bulldogs jumped out to a 7-0 lead, the Highlanders fighting back. It's a 9-point spread right now, but that's not the way it feels on the floor right now, Jack.
The first 2 minutes, Todd, were just awful for the Highlanders. They couldn't get out of their own way. They gave the ball up. There was 10 points up in less than a minute and a half. However, they've settled down. Coach Benham has tried to tell them to take a possession at a time. And we've seen DJ do a job at both ends of the floor. She's been handling the ball, she's rebounding. And the substitution, Lopez came in and picked up right away after 3 fouls already. And as a result, we've seen a lot tighter game, and now just 9 points. We have what looks like a much more evenly matched contest. Right now, the last 4 or 5 minutes have been pretty well even. Especially the Highlanders done a better job handling the ball against the press and work to get the ball inside.
I was coming up to our broadcast position here, Jack, and I saw Mia Pacheco's mom, and I jokingly told her when I saw that there were only 9 members of the Bulldogs here in uniform, the plan is to get them in foul trouble. That's how you do it. Short bench, foul trouble. That's the strategy. Well, at least their point guard is in foul trouble, as Lorino has 3 personals, and also the Highlanders will be shooting foul shots throughout this second quarter, as the Bulldogs have 6 fouls against them. So some opportunities here for the Highlanders as they settle into their 2-3 zone. And we open out. So they kick it out to Novas Rivera. Flores back to Novas Rivera. They get the entry pass down low to Jean. Her shot is up. I'm strike that. That was Perry. And that is out of bounds. It's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to go against Ramadan. She gets called for the blocking foul. 5th team foul against the Highlanders. First foul against Danya. Flores gets the inbound to Perry. She kicks it out. There's Sun as she goes up, and that's going to be an offensive foul as Danya Ramadan had position, and Sun came in out of control.
And that was a classic easy call for the official. Ramadan was in position, hands straight up, and took the charge. Highlander basketball.
And Aguilar Pacheco able to get it across the timeline. Back over to Aguilar. Working with Johnson, tried to feed it to her. Tipped, but Johnson's pass down to Ramadan. Nice pass, but Ramadan shot a little off the mark. Long pass down floor, and that's going to go out of bounds. Fatima did not see that pass coming. She was defending her man. She was defending Jaylee Perry, number 10. But by virtue of her good defensive position, Perry couldn't get to the ball.
Maddie Lorino is out of the game, and you can see right away the Bulldogs are a little disheveled, having a hard time. Ball handlers not used to handle the ball as much. They're turning the ball over a little bit now too, Todd.
Anais Lopez with it now. She'll get it forward to Ramadan. Good break of the pressure there. Fatima over to Johnson. Shot from the corner by DJ, no good. And Fatima down on the ground. She's going to get it back out to Johnson. DJ drives, gets it knocked away, but Fatima, or I should say, Ramadan saves it out. Pacheco now for the three. Her shot is no good. Rebound pulled down by Perry.
Very good possession by the Highlanders. They missed a couple of shots, but the ball moved around well, Todd.
As Novus Rivera has it over in the corner. She puts up the shot from, or gets to the pass, I should say, to Jean, who puts up the shot. It's no good. Well defended. As Pacheco gets it forward to Lopez. Lopez loads and fires short. Comes off the front of the rim, and Perry will chase down the rebound.
Lopez had the shot. She was a good distance away, but she wasn't fast, so she put it up.
As Flores gets it over to Novas Rivera, the entry pass attempt almost stolen away, but Sun was able to save it back out. Novas Rivera is going to earn the foul there on her drive. We're going to see who that goes against.
I think it's against Lopez.
Yep, Anais Lopez picks that one up. It's her first, team's sixth. Good block there by Mia Pacheco, and then she'll get the ball. Looking forward, finds Lopez, but a little out of control with that pass. Led her towards the corner instead of back towards the basket.
It just looked so good to her from her position, I'm sure, and she got a little bit too much on it and just out of the reach of Lopez, but the thought was right. She would have been in a good position to take the ball to the basket.
Pacheco, of course, knows Anais loves to help shoot those threes. She was probably trying to set her up for the corner three with that pass. 19-10, still the score. 2 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. So get the ball into the right block, kicked out to the foul line. Perry's shot is up, it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Johnson. Almost knocked away by Perry, but she knocked it to Pacheco. Pacheco's pass to Lopez. A little strong there, a little high and a little strong. Highlanders have got to keep their passing under control.
That was an arc of a pass. It wasn't a very straight pass result. The defense has time to get under it. In that case, it was a little bit overthrown.
Flores running the point for the Bulldogs. She's a young sophomore. Novas Rivera, a young freshman from the left wing. The entry pass back out. There's Loreno. Her shot is no good. Novas Rivera saves it in, but saves it to Aguilar. Aguilar in against Flores. Tried to kick it to Benevento. It did get to Benevento, but Benevento's shot is no good. Rebound taken away by Flores. Out ahead. Pacheco there defensively again, but the follow put up by Perry, and it's good. And that one's stolen away by Perry. She tried to get it to Flores, defended by Benevento, but Emma was able to take it away for a moment. And last to touch it as it goes out of bounds was Emma Benevento. So Lynn English will have the ball, leading by 11. 4:49 remaining here in the second quarter. As Ramadan checks out, Lila Matt Coleman checks back in. Also Sophia Good out on the floor for the Highlanders, number 22. Loreno drives into the paint, and she's going to be fouled by Aguilar. That's going to be Fatima's fourth. It's Fatima on the verge of fouling out with half of the second quarter remaining. Scoreboard has her for 3. I've got her for 4 now. We'll see whether that changes up. 1-1, the front end missed, but out of bounds off the Highlanders. So Loreno will inbounds. And Lopez, quick hands, anticipated that pass, knocked it out of bounds.
I like Lopez's efforts at both ends of the floor, Todd. She's a little fire plug out there, just pushing and trying to get in the right position, both offensively and defensively.
She's somebody that I've been talking to Coach Ricardo about for quite a while, since the summer, as a matter of fact. Just an exciting young player, like you say, like a burst of energy out onto the floor. As Flores drives in, her runner is no good, and Sophia Good comes away with a rebound. And she gets it over to Pacheco. Pacheco will push the tempo a little bit. She pulls it back. And the trap attempt, but a timeout's going to be taken. As Coach Ricardo right on top of that one will take the timeout again. Highlanders trailing by 11 points, 21-10, but it feels a lot closer. The Highlanders playing pretty well, punching and counterpunching right now with Lynn English.
And Todd, they've done a nice job of advancing the ball over midcourt, which was the problem in the first 2 minutes of the game. Every time we turned around, the ball was either going out of bounds and going the Bulldogs' way. Now they've settled down a little bit, making some better passes. Pacheco has been a little bit over the top with some long arching passes down. Once if she can settle those down a little bit and perhaps keep the ball in the middle. Don't get trapped in the corners as they want to do. And we'll take our chances going to the basket. As you pointed out earlier, with the opportunity to go against Maddie Marino, who's got a bunch of fouls already. Go right at her and see if you can eliminate her from the game or put her in trouble early on in the next half.
Well, and you pointed out, Jack, out when Maddie Lorino was not on the floor, that Lynn English offense, which is a great offense, averaging 59 points a game. We're almost halfway through the second quarter. They've made one basket. Lorino has been out for the first half of the second quarter, basically. She just came in the last minute. Highlanders will inbound as they get it to Sophia Good. And she gives it to Benevento. Benevento drives, her runner, no good. Rebound put up by Good, no good as well. Sophia tried to keep that one up and tip it back up. And Novas Rivera misses as well. Foul's going to be called. As that one's going to go against Sophia Good. That's Sophia's first 8th team foul on the Highlanders. Both teams in the bonus. First shot is up and it's good. Second shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sophia Good. Sophia looking for some help. Got the ball taken away by Perry. Perry's pass over to Novas Rivera and she couldn't finish. Now Pacheco's being trapped, gets it to Lopez. Lopez, defended by Novas Rivera, is able to break that pressure. Loses her dribble though. She got across half court, got it over to Benevento, but the travel is called as she had to roll slightly to get that ball to Benevento, and any movement on the ground.
When you roll like that, it's automatic call. If she was staying on the floor, didn't move, she'd be okay because she could pass ball, but she rolled and avoided the other player. Easy call for the official.
12-point lead for the Bulldogs. It's Flores running the point. Novas Rivera gets to the foul line to Parrish. Over to Lorino, and the drive by Flores. Her runner is good. Nice baseline drive there by Flores. Highlanders able to break the pressure. Excellent work there with the pressure. Now Johnson into the paint, kicks it out to Benevento. Benevento takes the three. She's been hot, but no good there. Ball is stolen away by Emma. And Pacheco wants a screen. She will get it. Over to Johnson. Johnson, corner three is up. It's no good. Foul's going to be called. I think that's going to go against Alicia Jean, number 11. Or Jada Perry, actually. As I look up at the scoreboard, they're saying Jada Perry got that one.
It would be.
Either way, Emma Benevento at the line, shooting 1-1. We'll keep an eye on that and see. First shot by Benevento off the back iron, no good. And Loreno running things quickly the other way. She'll pull up the jumper, no good. Good closeout by Johnson. Benevento, good rebound, but gets it taken away. And a foul is going to be called. Loreno was able to steal that one away.
The Bulldogs are having great success with that double team when one of the Highlanders rebounds and two people immediately forcing one of the Highlander players to try and look and then get trapped, and then some of the passes have been thrown a bit too high allowing the Bulldogs, who were very aggressive going after the ball.
That one rolls around and Pacheco gets the rebound. Highlanders still have yet to score here in the second quarter. 2:35 remaining. Benevento look for the three. It gets blocked by Novas Rivera. Novas Rivera looking forward. Tried to get it forward to Sun. Out of bounds. Turnover goes back to the Highlanders. Or strike that. That was Jaylee Perry she was trying to get it forward to.
Now let's watch again on this, Todd, on the inbound. Let's see if there's a double team once the ball comes in.
Benevento has it. Flores back to Pacheco, and there's your double team. Benevento is available for the pass. They get it back to Pacheco, middle of the floor. As long as they're getting double teamed in the middle of the floor, you can find a way around it.
Somebody's open. Somebody's open when you get double teamed.
Taken away by the Bulldogs. Flores down to Perry, and it's good.
Highlanders were not back in good defensive position.
That pass a little long for Benevento. It's going to be out of bounds as Flores was the last to touch it. Highlanders will get the ball. So they get it into Matt Coleman. She looks forward, gets it to Ramadan, over to Sophia Good. As the bigs get it down floor for the Highlanders. As Ramadan gets that rebound as she runs it down. Pacheco comes over for the pass. She was trying to get that one inside. I'm not sure whether for a pass to Ramadan or possibly put up a shot, but Lorena was all over it. Highlanders will inbounds, 1:40 remaining in the quarter. Still looking for their first points of the second. Benevento, leading scorer for the Highlanders, has 8 of their 10 points. Gets it down to Sophia Good as she backs in. Kicks it back out to Benevento. Defended by Loreno. She could take her right there, try to get a foul. Instead, kicks it to Coleman. And the shot clock violation for the Highlanders with 1:24 remaining. Highlanders setting up their pressure, trailing by 16. Novas Rivera will feed it forward. And that one is up and good, as Alicia Jean makes that one. Lead is 18 for the Bulldogs. As Pacheco gets across, but Loreno able to steal that pass away, anticipated she was looking for Ramadan. Loreno in, and Loreno scores on the break.
Textbook way of handing the ball off the steal, right up the middle of the floor, make the layup. Now you get the ball back again.
Yeah, tried to get it to Lila Mack Coleman, but did not pass it to her. Kind of assumed she would cut towards it. Loreno's shot from the top of the key, no good. Benevento comes away with it after the Ramadan rebound. Benevento all the way in, and foul's going to get called. That foul is going to go against Danya Ramadan. That's going to be Danya's second.
And the Bulldogs will be in the bonus. They'll be shooting 2 shots for the rest of the way.
Highlanders, unfortunately, not able to take advantage, I should say, of the fact that they had the Bulldogs giving them the bonus this entire quarter. So that shot is up and it's good.
And the way you do that, Todd, is to go to the basket and try and draw the contact. Maybe make the basket, at least put you on the foul line to get the free throws.
Second free throw here for Alicia Jean. Rolls around and rolls home. 22-point lead now for the Bulldogs. Lopez, double team comes to her, and she travels.
That back foot is up off the floor, and that's an easy call. The momentum just carried her forward, and that back foot came off the floor. Violation.
28 seconds remaining in the half. Bulldogs looking to add on. As Flores has it. Gives it to Loreno. Loreno will drive in. Her runner is up. It's no good. Foul, or I'm sorry, out of bounds. Thought for a second they were calling a push-off down low. I didn't see it, but it was foot on the line for Jean. So Highlanders able to inbounds. One last possession here, 15 seconds remaining. Pacheco gets it all the way down to the right wing where she'll set things up. Gets it over to Benevento on the left. Entry pass looking for Ramadan. And Loreno was the last to touch it. 2 seconds remaining. So Highlanders will inbounds. They have to get an immediate shot up. Lopez gets it into Pacheco. Pacheco got to put up a shot. And she put it up too late. That will do it for the first half of play. Highlanders trailing by 22, 32-10. As we will be back for second half action here from Broome Fieldhouse on Somerville Ed TV. We are back here at Broome Fieldhouse for Somerville Highlander Girls Basketball as the Highlanders trail the Bulldogs of Lynn English by the score of 32-10. Jack, unfortunately, the Highlanders came out that second quarter. No points for the Highlanders in the second quarter. Felt like they were evening things up, but then it just seemed to go the other direction.
Todd, we had a problem with some of the shots were good shots. They didn't drop. But again, those turnovers and the defensive pressure by the Lynn English Bulldogs has been extremely aggressive, especially when the Highlanders are trying to bring the ball up. They've double-teamed the ball handler, either trying to force a turnover or to try and throw a long pass, which they've got underneath.
As we are about to be underway, Highlanders will open with the ball. Fatima Aguilar, number 13, along with Mia Pacheco, number 4. Number 3, Emma Benevento out there, along with Danya Ramadan, number 33, and Violet Stickgold, number 21, getting her first action on the floor for the Highlanders. As Fatima gives it off to Benevento. Benevento, 8 of the 10 Highlander points have come from Emma. Her pass long to Fatima, stolen away by Novas Rivera as Pacheco does a nice job chasing her down. She'll pick up her second foul, but didn't give up the easy bucket to Novas Rivera.
No, and that's exactly what any good defender should do, is don't give her the easy one. Make her earn those points at the free throw line and keep that aggressiveness up. She's only got her second one.
So Novas Rivera misses the first.
Remember, you have 5 fouls, and the attitude is you should be ready to use them all if need be.
Second shot by Novas Rivera is good. 33-10, now the lead for the Bulldogs as they keep the pressure on. Stickgold, the pass to Aguilar, a little behind her, and out of bounds. Turnover goes back to the Bulldogs.
Aguilar was looking up the floor and just assumed she'd be able to grab it. It was a little bit off her fingertips because she was looking up to where she could go with it.
Fatima struggling with fouls. She has 4 personal fouls. So they work the ball out to the corner or to the baseline. Sun with a shot, no good. Rebound put up, no good as well by Alicia Jean. Jean fighting underneath with Aguilar, and a whistle. Foul will be called.
One in the black. So
that's going to go against Jean.
Alicia Jean with that foul.
Picks up her first team foul against the Bulldogs. So the Highlanders break the pressure down to Stickgold. She looks for some help. She got bumped from behind. That might be a 4th on Loreno. Let's see if they give it to her. I think they got Loreno from behind on that. That is a 4th personal on Loreno. And that is one thing we noticed when Maddie Loreno, their senior point guard, when she's not in the game during that window during the second quarter, when she wasn't in the game, the Lynn English offense really did not look as effective.
And the passing was not crisp, it wasn't smooth, and the tempo was not there.
Pacheco, nice pass there to Ramadan. Shot was too strong. Pass all the way down, you see right there, possibly errant pass, and the Highlanders end up with it as Aguilar is going to get called for the travel.
I thought she was going to get away with that one, Todd. I thought she was going to get away.
I was wondering. She shuffled her feet as she gained control of that ball. And the whistle a bit late, but we both saw that. No question about that travel.
It was the right call. Just the whistle might have got stuck.
Flores gets the entry, but stolen away. It's Pacheco, good defense there. She goes in 2-on-1. Aguilar tries to save it back.
Mia had a right idea, Todd. She was looking to try and pass over. It was a little bit out of the way for her. Came back in, but she hit the back of the backboard out of bounds.
23-point lead for the Bulldogs. As one young junior out on the floor, number 15 in at point guard. And the pass from Novas Rivera bounces off of her hand out of bounds. Turnover to the Highlanders. A timeout will be taken by the Bulldogs. And you can definitely see the difference in their offense from when Manny Lorino is on the floor and when Manny Lorino is not on the floor.
And it's the classic situation where a team is used to a certain style of play and a certain tempo, and that's very much missing now. Obviously, Lorino with the fourth foul, coach is going to give her a little bit of time. Got a sufficient enough lead that he's not going to be too worried when he puts her back in, because he got a fairly comfortable lead right now. But she's going to be on the bench, which is a position I'm sure she's not used to. She's a senior. She's had a lot of playing time, and she's used to being in control. Now she's looking to get back in. That foul last one was a no doubt about it. It was a little bit too much effort from behind. He can hold himself in check and he comes back in.
Highlanders trailing by 23. 6:11 remaining here in the third quarter. It'll be the Highlander ball inbounding in front of the Bulldogs bench. Pacheco has it, defended by Flores. She spins, gets past the timeline, gives it up, looking for Fatima Aguilar, a little high. Good hands there by Novas Rivera. She was able to get her hands in there. And Novas Rivera gets it, drives into the paint, and that's going to be a blocking foul called against Danya Ramadan.
Ramadan was not in good position, Todd. She was moving in, did not stop and get that good defensive position. Pretty simple call for the official at that point.
Third personal against Ramadan, second against the Highlanders here in the second half. His first shot up by Novas Rivera, no good. Second free throw for Novas Rivera. No good off the front rim, and Aguilar comes away with it. Aguilar drives in, gives it up to Emma Benevento. Benevento kicks it out to Pacheco. She thought about the three, passed it up, gave it to Benevento. Benevento will take the three, and that one is no good. Rebound comes out to Jean, and she is fouled by Violet Stickgold, as Violet will pick up her first.
I think Violet was being a little bit too aggressive there. She just got in the game. She was trying to make an impact.
So Novas Rivera's shot no good. Weak side rebound by Pacheco. Gets it over to Aguilar on the right wing. Fatima will drive it. Look to kick it back. Gives it to Pacheco. Over to Benevento, left wing. Highlanders look for the entry pass to Stickgold. Violet up and under, no good. Defended well in that situation. Rebound comes out to the Bulldogs. Flores, little step through there. Nice move by Amara Flores.
And Flores did a nice move as she turned her body away from contact, off the glass and in. Nice shot.
Highlanders able to get a pass midcourt. Stickgold into Ramadan. Over to Aguilar. Her shot is no good. Ramadan's rebound put back, no good. Pass fired forward errantly. And Ramadan able to tip it away to Pacheco. Highlanders still looking for their first point since the first quarter. So we near the halfway point of the third quarter. They've had looks. They just haven't fallen for them.
The last time down the floor, two good shots that just didn't go in.
As Benevento gets it off a skip pass from Aguilar. She goes in, and a travel is going to be the call. She was defended quickly by Rosetta Sun. As Diana Johnson checking back into the game, DJ back in with 4:12 remaining here in the third quarter. And that one knocked out of bounds. Benevento, the active hands, last to touch it were the Bulldogs as it went out on Goon. Aguilar gets it to Benevento. And she passes it up to Johnson as they break the pressure. Setting their offense. And Johnson's going to get called for that one, the moving screen, as she slid in trying to screen off Novas Rivera.
What I've noticed watching the Highlanders, Todd, they tend to come up the sideline and go very close to the sideline and get yourself in a tough position when two people come over. A lot of teams will bring the ball up the middle, so they will have some room to go to either side of the floor.
So that shot by Novas Rivera is no good, but the putback by Sun is good. Rosetta Sun gets her second basket of the game. And the pressure is going to cause a turnover there for the Highlanders.
Aguilar was in a little bit too much of a hurry, trying to look up the floor, and the ball bounced right off her knee, out of bounds.
3:27 remaining in the third quarter. 37-10, the Bulldog lead. So Novas Rivera drives in, her runner is up, it's no good. She fights for her own rebound, and a jump ball is the call. The ball will stay with the Bulldogs.
What was very noticeable there, Rivera missed a shot, but she went after her own shot. She followed the shot, went back up, tied it up, Bulldog ball.
That shot up no good off the side of the backboard as Fatima Aguilar takes the rebound. Kicks it out, DJ Johnson from the corner. DJ's shot is up no good. Good job there by Ramadan. She saved it into Benevento. Her putback no good. And a jump ball is the call. The Highlanders will keep it this time. As Ramadan doing some good work down in the low block, rebounding.
And the ball is just not falling, Todd.
Benevento out to Pacheco. Pacheco drives it in. Her runner is up. It's no good. Ramadan, great position there. She's going to get fouled on the putback. Good work by Danya Ramadan down in the block.
Excellent positioning between two players. She went up, grabbed the ball, kept it up high, went up, picked up the foul. Let's see how she can do on the free throw line.
First shot by Ramadan is up, no good, front rim. Danya has the other 2 points for the Highlanders. 8 of the Highlanders' points came from Emma Benevento. Danya Ramadan has the other now 3 Highlander points, as the Highlanders have 11.
DJ seems to be on somewhat of an ice-cold shooting night. She's had some very good shots, they just haven't dropped, Todd.
Yeah. True for her as well as Anais Lopez as well as Mia Pacheco. They've each had decent looks, and they just haven't been falling. As Pacheco is going to get fouled there, Flores will get called for the hand check.
And there's that classic double team I talked about earlier, Todd. Forced Mia to come to the midcourt here along the sidelines like having a third defender.
Fatima Aguilar, her runner in the paint, no good. As Flores comes away with the rebound. Flores went up for the shot. DJ tried to draw the foul there, no whistle, missed the shot, and then the putback goes up and a foul is going to be called.
It looked real easy from up here, Todd, to have a good look at down there, but on the floor, sometimes that call that looks easy from the sideline isn't so much when you're on the floor. Screened out by another player, but DJ was in good defensive position and took the charge, just no call.
Flores misses her first. Danya Ramadan picked up that foul, her fourth. As Fatima Aguilar and Danya Ramadan both with 4 fouls, Danya is going to take a seat as Sophia Good checks into the game. Flores' second shot is good. 38-11, the Bulldog lead. It's Pacheco able to break the pressure. Feeds it back to Aguilar. Her foul line jumper, no good. Benevento gets the rebound, and her runner is up, and it's good.
Off the glass and in, nice shot.
Benevento, the hot hand, 10 points in the game. And a hot hand right there to steal that pass away. She drives in, 2-on-2. Benevento will take care of it herself.
Nice, she set herself, went up off the glass and in. Nice heading, smart play.
15-38, the Bulldog lead. Flores gives it to Novas Rivera. So they work it to the foul line. And a blocking is going to be the call against Sophia Good. There's Alicia Jean, got the ball at the foul line and drove down into the paint. Checking back in for the Bulldogs is Maddie Lorino.
Looks like she was sort of stumbling a little bit right there. I don't know if she aggravated something, but she didn't look very comfortable coming into the game. She looked comfortable there, though.
She looked comfortable shooting the ball. She hits the three from the left wing, 41-15. The Bulldog lead, minute 15 remaining in the third quarter. Entry pass to Sophia Good, back out to Johnson. DJ's shot is up, and there it is as DJ gets the three-pointer from the corner.
Nice, the offense has picked up a little bit here and kind of closed the gap a little bit more.
You're right, Lorino looks like she's laboring out there a little bit. And jump ball is going to be the call as Benevento got a hand in there on Rosetta Sun. Ball stays with the Bulldogs. Lorino gets it in. Nice look there. She found Alicia Jean quickly up and in for Jean. Highlanders break. Get it across midcourt quickly. Back out to DJ. Her three-pointer is up, and it's good from the corner. Two straight for DJ.
Breathing a little more life back into the offense, Todd. It's good to see. And Lynn English isn't being too aggressive to go out to the corner. They're going to give up that three-point shot with the comfortable lead they have.
Benevento with the tip. Pacheco the steal. Up ahead to Aguilar. Her shot up. No good. Got to use the backboard, Fatima. Lorino back the other way, feeds it forward to Flores. Flores is going to get the and one opportunity. As Flores finishes driving to the basket, foul's going to go against, I thought maybe they were going to get DJ with that, but it looks like Benevento's who they've got up on the board. So Emma's second. And the free throw good. It's Pacheco quickly down floor, got to put it up. And she does as the buzzer goes off a little bit too hard as it rebounds out. Highlanders trailing 46-21. Some offensive life we saw at the end of that third quarter from the Highlanders.
DJ was just very steady. She had two straight threes from the corner, and it was nice to see Emma Benevento was just at both ends of the floor. Was very careful handling the ball. Made a little bit of a spark here and there into that third period. Good prospects for the Highlanders coming down the road. Right now we've got 5 seniors on the squad, so we've got 7 or 8 underclassmen right now that are getting a little bit of playing time here. As we see that, we're looking for good prospects this couple of years. Coaches have done a nice job trying to get the fundamentals instilled, handling the ball, positioning. And it's not something that happens overnight, Todd. You can see there's been a big improvement, especially here in this third period. There was a little bit of an offensive drain between the first and middle of third period, but it's picked up right now. Their aggressiveness hasn't diminished. Just the shots did not go in that second period and halfway through the game.
Yeah, the Highlanders had looks in the second and the third quarter both, and missed some looks but found those good looks out there as definitely, like you noted, the young Highlanders improving as we watch them throughout the season. Unfortunately, this team, the girls basketball team, not going to make the playoffs this year. They won't reach that 500 record. The boys basketball team, 3 games under 500 currently, 7 games remaining on the schedule. Keep track of their hope for the playoffs as Kevin and Jeff will bring that to you here on Somerville Ed TV. You can watch all that action as Fatima Aguilar gets fouled, and that's going to do it for Maddie Lorino today as she will pick up her 5th. And Aguilar will go to the line shooting too. Fatima, like we were talking about in the second half or the first half, taking it right at the person with multiple fouls. But looks like they gave it to Flores.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. Lorino was the one who was down there, but
that was, those numbers are difficult to see, especially from up here. The the dark red over the black. It makes it a little tough.
Second shot up, no good. Rebound being fought for as good. And Perry working for it. Perry goes to the ground. Bulldogs will get the possession. Also playoff hopes, as we were noting the playoff hopes for the boys basketball team. The boys hockey team, of course, tied 500 records, 6-6, 7 games remaining on their schedule. And you can keep your track of that hockey squad as well as Tyler Arregio, as well as myself. We'll get you the end of the season going there and any playoff action that goes on. As DJ's runner is up, it's no good. Rebound.
She followed her shot. She missed, but she stayed at it, Todd.
The Bulldogs able to get it all the way down floor. And Jaylee Perry there to put it home. Aguilar feeds it out to Johnson. DJ's shot. She's found her stroke as she's hit 3 threes here in the second half.
She's a natural from out there. You can see it right now, Todd. Steady, sets herself, goes up, falls through.
Perry's shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Pacheco. Pacheco needed some more help back there, but nobody came to help except Benevento. Shot put up by Jean, no good. Pacheco comes away with it. Pacheco driving in, gives it up. Sophia Good, her shot no good. Puts up the putback, and that's good, for good.
And Sarah did a nice job, kept the ball up high, used the glass, in it went, timeout.
Highlanders trailing by 22, 48-26. More life in the Highlander attack right now, though, that we're seeing out there, Jack. So, we talked about the improvements that we needed to see, or we wanted to see from the team throughout the season. Turnovers are down in this game. There's still something that needs to be battled. There's still something they have to work on, but they are down in this game. And in terms of the penalties that they're picking up and their defensive end, it looks like it's an improvement. There's definite improvement that we're seeing from this young team.
There is no doubt in my mind from watching a lot of basketball over the years. It's been a big change. Our coach, Ricardo Bonoma, has done a very nice job in trying to instill that play-by-play attitude. It's each possession is what matters, not the next one. And you can see the ball handling is improving a little bit. And having DJ on board, only a sophomore, she's going to be a big impact over the next 2 years. And as the ball handling improves, I think we're going to see good things from the Highlander team in the years to come.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Definite improvement that we've seen from the girls team. As I noted, possibly some playoff boys basketball that we'll have for you here on Somerville Ed TV, possibly. And also possibly some hockey playoff action as well. Keep track of those teams coming down this last couple of weeks here of the season, as we will bring you that action here on Somerville Ed TV. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Mash those buttons. It's Pacheco with the steal. Gives it off to Benevento. Big block there by Alicia Jean. As it goes out of bounds, Highlanders will maintain possession. Not only do we have sports for you on Somerville Ed TV, we've also got winter concerts from all the schools in the city, as well as we look to the spring concerts and commencements. Watch that wonderful graduation day and ceremony, as they will be coming up for all schools as well. We will have spring sports coverage, including lacrosse, baseball, softball, so many great things that we're going to have. Boys volleyball as well. As Flores drives in, her runner is up, it's no good. Johnson just elevating for that rebound. Fatima kicks it out to Benevento. Go back to Aguilar. Aguilar trying to get it to Johnson on the baseline. Pass a little behind her, stolen away by Jean, and there is Lorino going up for the shot, fouled by Pacheco.
And again, she was not going to give her an easy one, Todd. She made sure that she'd make her earn the shots.
Pacheco, 3 fouls on the game so far. 2 of those fouls have been identical situations, preventing a player from making an easy layup. Make them work for those baskets. So Lorino makes the first one. Second shot by Loreno is up. No good off the back iron. DJ tracked that one down with a long pass down looking for Fatima, knocked away by Flores. Bulldogs have it. Loreno with the runner, no good. As Pacheco gets the rebound, quickly trapped like you were noting earlier, Jack. The Bulldogs immediately trapped down on that player who gets the defensive rebound.
And the only option she had there was to call a timeout within the 5 seconds. And you have to hold the ball.
It's Pacheco with the foul there. It's going to send Jaylee Perry to the line. That's going to be Mia's 4th foul. 4 Highlanders with 4 fouls. 1 Bulldog with 4.
And right now, I think Coach Ricardo is trying to tell both DJ and Mia that even though you have some fouls, you still want to look for the opportunity to go to the basket.
And Perry puts that one up and good.
If the shot had missed, that would have been a violation. They would have shot over as DJ went inside the circle once the player at the free throw line had the ball.
And Loreno, Aguilar on the ground.
Held ball.
They're going to call a held ball or a foul. If it's a held ball, it would be the Highlander ball because of the alternating possession.
Yep.
Not totally sure. Got a timeout on the floor, though.
Highlander timeout.
Highlanders take the timeout there, so we can continue talking about what's going to end up happening as we turn from winter to the spring. Make sure you're keeping track of everything here on Somerville Ed TV. Playoff opportunities for boys basketball. Exciting wins recently. That boys basketball team, they've won 4 of their last 5. They've won their last 4 GBL games as they're playing tonight at Lynn English. We'll see what happens there. And then we'll have more coverage of Somerville Highlander basketball, both boys and girls, as the season ends, along with the hockey team. Good playoff opportunities for both the boys basketball and hockey teams. And then we look to the spring, where the boys baseball team has a lot of talent on it. We're looking forward to what they can bring to the fore. The softball team, lacrosse, as well as volleyball. So some exciting things to keep track of here on Somerville Ed TV. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, wake the neighbors, call the kids, and let them know there's good stuff going on YouTube. Loreno passes up the 3, 5 minutes remaining in the game. Back out to Flores. Loreno wants that one. Clap for it. Takes it. No good. Rebound pulled down by Perry. Pass back out to Flores. They'll reset the offense. Flores gets the screen, kicks it around to Loreno. Her shot up, no good. Sun with the rebound. Back out to Loreno. And Loreno will go in, and she is fouled as she drives to the basket.
There's the senior knowledge, haven't been around for a few years. She saw that there was an opportunity to go inside, took the chance to drive, put the ball up, got fouled. Nice play by Loreno.
And that'll go against Fatima. That's going to be listed as her 4th foul. I have it as her 5th, but.
Get the light.
Sonia Patton checking into the game for the Bulldogs. Back iron on that one from Loreno. Highlanders get the rebound, 4.5 remaining in the game. Get it to Sophia Good. She's double teamed, puts the shot up, no good for Good. There's Loreno's pass, stolen away. Highlanders will reset their offense as Pacheco gets it over to Aguilar. Aguilar has Benevento here in the corner. Benevento tried the entry pass looking for Sophia Good, but knocked away by Sun. Fatima picks up the screen, gives it back to Pacheco. DJ, she'll take that shot. She's been hot. Missed that one, though. Rebound off of Sun for the Bulldogs. Highlanders will inbounds. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the game. Sophia Good gets it at the foul line, kicks it out to Johnson. DJ looking for that entry pass down to Sophia Good, but stolen away. Flores with it now, kicks it back out. Jean over. Lorino's shot, no good. Rebound put up by Sun is good.
There's no block out on that rebound. It's very easy for Lynn English to grab that rebound because she was not blocked out.
Good active hands by Lorino. Her shot is errant as DJ got in there to defend that. And Fatima got a fingertip on it, almost saved it going out of bounds. Goes out off of her.
Good effort by Fatima. She made the effort, but sadly the ball still went out of bounds. Bulldog ball.
And Lorino all alone in the corner. Her shot is no good. Rebound rolling around, pulled away by Pacheco. She's on the break. Tried to drive there against Jean. Kicked it back out to Good, over to Benevento. Top of the key, three-pointer, no good. That one was short. So Lorino was closing out on her. I think she rushed that shot.
With no doubt she wanted to get that off just a little bit too much of a hurry. Didn't really get herself set, so the ball was short under the basket.
Emma, 12 points tonight, leading scorer for the Highlanders. Baseline drive right there, shot up, no good by Patton. As Pacheco pulls away the rebound. 2.5 left in the game. Aguilar has it, defended by Lorino, gives it off to Good. Quick hands there by Patton as she was able to get it away from Sophia. And Lorino's going to get called for the double dribble. She thought for a second of sending that one forward to Flores. Benevento was in that passing lane, but just that pause caused the double dribble.
And you see it in just that situation when you can't make a decision and one thing leads to another violation. But with the lead they have right now, not a huge worry.
Giuliani Fairman Rodriguez checks in, number 11. Also number 12, Alia Ramadan. Got some younger players out there. Anais Lopez, we saw her in the first half. Puts up the three, no good for Anais. Also out there is Rodriguez, Victoria Rodriguez, as well as Helena Easton, as Easton stopped that drive by Flores just then. Lorino gets it. Fairman Rodriguez with the closeout, and Rodriguez gets the rebound. A lot of youth out there. Victoria Rodriguez with that rebound, good positioning. She's a sophomore. Alia Ramadan, also a sophomore. And another sophomore here in Fairman Rodriguez. Had the opportunity to watch a lot of these young ladies who just checked into the game playing the JV games. JV, by the way, big double-digit victory over Lynn English's JV squad earlier. As Anais Lopez from way downtown, bang!
Well deserved. She's played very hard tonight, and it's nice to see that the ball dropped for her. As the rest of the team has not been so successful. That was nice to see her put that in.
Lopez, good active hands there, almost got the steal. Good job by Easton, stepped up to the foul line defensively. Got to keep your head up though, as Lopez tried to save that one. It's going to go out of bounds. Oh, we're going to get a push-off.
Great hustle play by Lopez to come after that ball. Doesn't matter what the score is, she knows she's got to get hold of the ball.
Well, Flores gets called for that one. That's going to be her fourth foul. Lopez, of course, just a junior. She'll be back next year as well. As Ramadan gives it to Fairman Rodriguez. As Giuliani got it poked away but chased it down.
And because the defensive play hit the ball, there's no backcourt situation in that instance.
Good job by Rodriguez. She fed it out to Fairman Rodriguez. No good on that. And then the Highlanders got the rebound by Easton to Lopez. Her three-pointer was no good. Back down the other way, Flores finishing nicely. Flores, another young player, young Lynn English player we're going to watch for a while. She has impressed me with her finishing around the basket and her ability to drive to the basket.
Solid ball handling.
3 seconds left. Lopez will fire that one off, and that will do it as the Highlanders score 29 this time against Lynn English. But Lynn English scored 54 as they come away with the victory. Highlanders will move to 2-12 on the season, 2-10 in the GBL. Lynn English will move to 11-4 on the season, 10-3 in the GBL. They are going to come in second place in the GBL this season and have a playoff run ahead for the Bulldogs. Looking at the Highlanders, leading scorer for the Highlanders, excuse me once again, is Emma Benevento with 12 points. She was all they had in that first quarter. She had 8 of their 10 points in the first quarter. DJ Johnson, Diana got heated up in the second half as she had 3 3-pointers for 9 points in the game. And then you look around and you see young talent, you see little pieces coming together. It's not a full picture yet. It's kind of like watching Bob Ross paint a tree. It's like it's not a tree yet, but then suddenly it becomes a tree. We're not a tree yet, Jack, but we're getting there.
This is what they call the classic work in progress. It's developing, it's being nurtured. Coaches have done a nice job in trying to instill more of the fundamentals. It's going to take more playing time. I hope the girls are going to work hard over the summertime, playing as much as they can to get some of those ball handling skills polished and to be able to learn to make those passes a little bit crisper. The bounce pass is something you don't see very much in high school basketball anymore, but that oftentimes is a good way to fake a long pass, bounce the ball up the floor. Usually a much more reliable play to make, Todd.
Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight as the Highlanders do lose 29-54 against the Bulldogs of Lynn English. We'll keep track of this team, and you mentioned their excitement and how they're going to have to work in the offseason. I will say very quickly, just keeping track of this team, kind of talking to the players, talking to the coaches. The team is having fun. They're enjoying themselves. You can see it by the way they're playing. You can hear it by the way they're talking, and that is how you improve, is you provide a fun atmosphere for the kids to learn how to be better at the sport.
And the work you could see, even with the score being what it was, nobody was laying back. Everybody was playing hard. They were doing the best they could, making the effort. Lopez diving on the floor to get the ball out of bounds. Perfect example.
Absolutely.
And their attitude is there, and that's what's key, is to keep that out. It's the next play we're going to make a difference on.
Absolutely. The rebuild continues, but it is looking good as we see the foundations being set for the future. That's going to do it for us here at Broome Fieldhouse as the Highlanders do lose 29-54. Thank you very much, Jack Connolly, for great commentary and analysis. Bill Trudell on the camera, and Joe Constantine with production. I am Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander basketball on Somerville Ed TV.